Off moment.
Let's get past this.
No, bro. He better not speak on Hoover business. And he ain't saying that. He won't Hoover saying. Hey.
He wrong for speaking on Hoover business. He wrong for speaking on Hoover business. Cuz, we not them niggas damn. We don't give a damn what that nigga talking about, cuz.
Percy, I don't even understand. As you know, these conversations were a long time in the making. They're necessary to happen to bring understanding between specifically Fort Worth and the land. So you weighing in on this actually makes you look like an agent of misinformation and chaos and destruction, because you know these are the conversations that have to happen in order for constructive building and furtherance of the relationship between the land and Fort Worth that have been detached. Now you're trying to come in and be divisive. Nah, I ain't f***ing with that, Keyway. I ain't gonna lie to you. So you are just sitting back and now trying to be instigative. And where the fuck was you in this conversation? You've been the most vocal Fort Worth Hoover, the face of the Fort Worth Hoovers for how many years? And why the fuck didn't you make the effort to be a part of that conversation? Why are you now sitting in the comfort of your home simply criticizing when real Hoover business is being done? Look how stupid this getting ready to sound. Watch what he say. Watch what he say.
About cuz? Nigga, this Fort Worth, Texas, this Murder Worth, Texas. That's what's wrong with you Crip niggas. Y'all always trying to get caught up in some This nigga down here checking you about LA run, a nigga.
So you just said that's what's wrong with you Crip niggas. You letting them check you on some LA. What are you talking about, LA Ron? Well, LA Ron is called LA Ron because he's from LA. Stupid. So this is some LA still going on. A nigga came from LA from a whole nother Crip gang and is trying to tell you about your gang.
Off moment.
Let's get past this.
No, bro.
Bro,
I'm telling you, that nigga not from Hoover. He better not speak on Hoover business. And he ain't saying that. He won't Hoover saying. Hey, hold on, my nigga. I'll make sure of that, my nigga.
Gang. Ask a different question, gang. Go.
Bro, I'll be back, bro. Let me bounce, bro. You can't defend no nigga by no Hoover shit, Kunta. That nigga wrong, bro.
Now, Percy saw that and went off. He said straight up, that's not how we move in Texas.
Gumby is passionate, right? He's demonstrated that in all of his interviews. He's passionate about this Hoover shit. I mean, it just is what it is. He constantly says throughout the interviews, pardon my age. He's asking for his pardon. He's asking for understanding. He's not actually aggressing towards Kunta. He's not disrespecting Kunta. He's just defending what he believes in, his community, what he's lived and risked his life for. Hoover, that's all he's doing. And he's speaking the facts. L.A. Ron can be whoever he wants to be. But if he's from East Coast or anything but Hoover, and he's trying to school a Texas branch of Hoover on what Hoover does in L.A., he's out of place. He's out of line. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Not just not being from Hoover, but then, of course, being from East Coast, being from a rival. Percy, I don't even understand this. As you know, these conversations were a long time in the making. And they're necessary to happen to bring understanding between specifically Fort Worth and the land, right? So you weighing in on this actually makes you look like an agent of misinformation and chaos and destruction, because you know these are the conversations that have to happen in order for constructive building and furtherance of the relationship between the land and Fort Worth that have been detached. Your criticisms expose your inner motives. Now you're trying to come in and be divisive. Nah, I ain't fucking with that, Keyway. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, you let this nigga say Kunta. You let this nigga handle you, Kunta. Kunta, this nigga was really handling you, Kunta. On this right here, this ain't fair, Kunta. It ain't fair right here. And then y'all got the little bitty ass wimp nigga in the middle, but I can't stand these little instigating ass. Be sitting in there, ain't gonna do no punching. But they'll set up a match. See how you looking? That nigga jumped up and walked out on you, Kunta. Cuz you can't do that. Hold on, what was that nigga saying? Let's see what this nigga was saying.
But if you actually know what happened, he didn't jump up and walk out. He got riled up just because of how offended he was at the idea that this nigga from East Coast was trying to school Hoovers on what it's about to be a Hoover. And he just got riled up and he just needed a second. Do you know that OG Kunta left with Gumby in the same car? Got a ride to where he had to go with Gumby and the homie Trigger Bird, 92nd Street. It just got passionate because that is how Gumby expressed himself. He never disrespected Kunta at any point. He was just going hard for this Hoover shit. That's it. It's crazy. I got 107 views right now on motherfucking Twitch. Praise the Lord. That's all that was. So you are just sitting back and now trying to be instigative. And where the fuck was you in this conversation? You've been the most vocal Fort Worth Hoover, the face of the Fort Worth Hoovers for how many years? And why the fuck didn't you make the effort to be a part of that conversation? Why are you now sitting in the comfort of your home simply criticizing when real Hoover business is being done and real round table conversations are being had that are necessary? Where the fuck are you? Oh, now you just on the sideline criticizing. What's your goal? What's your agenda here, Percy? That's my motherfucking question. Because this ain't looking right.
I don't gotta take nigga out of LA, nigga. I'm a hoe. Look how that nigga, you tell that nigga. Cool, that nigga right there in your seat, that nigga talking.
Bro, I'm telling you, that nigga not from Hoover, he better not speak on Hoover business. And he ain't seen Hoover scene. Hey, he won't let him, my nigga. I'll make sure of that, my nigga. Gang. Ask a different question. I'll be back, bro. Let me bounce, bro. You can't defend no nigga about no Hoover shit, Kunta. That nigga wrong, bro. He wrong, Kunta. He wrong. And I know he wrong.
You said nigga just angry.
I fought a couple gang leaders because they thought
That nigga talking to you, Kunta. That nigga talking to you about LA Run. That nigga talking to you about LA Run, nigga. Yeah, nigga, a Fort Worth Hoover founder, a Crip founder down here in Texas, nigga. And the nigga got it. Look how you looking. You sitting there looking weird. Man, hold on.
You said LA Run is a what? Hold on.
Yeah, nigga, a Fort Worth Hoover founder, a Crip founder down here in Texas, nigga.
You said he's a Hoover founder, but I thought he was from East Coast. So that's why you see how he changed the Hoover founder. He said Crip founder in Fort Worth. He can be a Crip founder all he wanted in Fort Worth, but he's not a Hoover, so he needn't speak upon Hoover business. That is Gumby's point. Gumby has been on these penitentiary motherfucking yards. Spent a lot of time, unfortunately, behind bars after, of course, being falsely accused. Them politics, that's how that work. You can't speak on Hoover business if you're not in the Hoover car. You can't do it. Right? And that extends into the street. There's only so much that you can say about the next section, you know what I'm saying, the next entity, the next turf set, gang, hood, whatever. Because you're not a part of their internal politics, my nigga. You speaking the fuck out of turn. That's all Gumby is saying. Right? What's the problem with that?
He wrong for speaking on Hoover business. He wrong for speaking on Hoover business. Cuz, we not them niggas down. We don't give a damn what that nigga talking about, cuz. Nigga, this Fort Worth, Texas, this murder work, Texas. That's what's wrong with you Crip niggas. Y'all always trying to get caught up in some This nigga down here checking you about LA Run, a nigga that
Look how stupid this nigga getting ready to sound. Watch what he say. Watch what he say.
About cuz. Nigga, this Fort Worth, Texas, this murder work, Texas. That's what's wrong with you Crip niggas. Y'all always trying to get caught up in some This nigga down here checking you about LA Run, a nigga
So you just said that's what's wrong with you Crip niggas. You letting them check you on some LA shit. But you talking about LA Ron. Well, LA Ron is called LA Ron because he's from LA. Stupid. So this is some LA shit still going on. A nigga came from LA from a whole nother Crip gang and is trying to tell you about your gang. I don't know if you know this or not, right? I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks, feels, if they feel like it's Crip love or Crip unity or that's how they function in any place in the world. Here are the motherfucking facts. In the early to mid 70s, there was a section off, right? Let me give you a Crip history. Let me school you real quick, OG Percy. It's very apparent and clear that you need a lesson in your Crip history, my nigga. 1969, the Crips were founded by Raymond Lee Washington on the east side of South Central LA. In 1970, there is the expansion onto the west side. That officially brought division amongst the Crips because you had east side and west side. Now you can look at it as one Crip and two sides. Then came Compton. After that became the section off. Now everybody had sets. By about 71, 72, by about 73, you have very firmly established sets, right? Hoover's come that 73, 74 area, right? Then all the other sets begin to follow since then. So by the time it gets to you in the 80s and or early 90s in Texas, it's already about sets. You got to be from a set. Back in the ancient times, when Crippin' first started, you just became a Crip, right? And then when the section break-off started, any Crip can go anywhere they want and start a set. And that's where the first Crip on Crip beef came, right? With the establishment implementation of 107 Hoover, which is just a branch off of the 9 Deuce Hoovers, right? 9 Deuce Hoovers branch off into the hundreds, right? Hawk tells this story very clearly in his interview with Kev Mack, R.I.P. Hawk, original 107 block. And he tells you very plain and simple. Niggas didn't like the fact that you had a nigga from 9 Deuce want to start 107 Hoover. The people in the hundreds that's there to this day that are now known as the Rolling Hundreds, that conglomerate, even though it wasn't the Rolling Hundreds yet at that time, they weren't fans of this concept of Hoover pushing across century. They weren't fans of that. But Raymond made it clear, and guess what? Hawk talks about this. Raymond makes it motherfucking clear. A Crip, once you're initiated into any of the particular Crip gangs, you now are a Crip and you had a right to go where the fuck you want and start whatever Crip gang that you want. That's what Cuz said. Now, after 79 into the 80s, of course, we got the cars, right? The Hoovers, the gangsters, the neighborhoods, etc. Right? So now there's a, the pecking order goes how it goes. And if you in another car, right, you don't ride with the Hoovers. You don't have no business speaking on what the fuck go on in that car. The same way the people who live across the street from you ain't got no motherfucking business speaking on what go on in your house. It's the same concept and principle. It's painfully and universally simple. It's not relegated or limited to Texas or California or any fucking where. We're not talking, notice, Gumby didn't say he have no business talking about Crip business. He have no business talking about Hoover business specifically. You hard of hearing, sir? Are you hard of comprehension? Then maybe some of that historical substance abuse that you did have, detrimental and long-lasting effects on your comprehension ability? Because that's what it seemed like, right? What is somebody who's not a Hoover guy doing speaking on Hoover business? It's a simple motherfucking question. Let's go. Let's take a look at Hawk. Hold on.
It's about the 107 Hoovers.
Oh, the 107 Hoover, that was Moo Moo.
When did
Frank
that start?
Jones. I don't know when I started 107 block in 75, 74. I think Moo started the 107 Hoovers in 75. I gave him the spray paint can. I used to write up on the wall, all on Bud Love Run. We were striking up back then, young, just writing 107 block, and Moo Moo, I was writing spray paint. And like, cuz, let me see that spray paint can out. I'm like, I'm thinking he finna write 9 Deuce Hoover, cause he really UG, but then he turned 9 Deuce Hoover with a Bloodstone, and then I gave him spray paint can. He like, shit, nigga, 107 Hoover, nigga. He like, damn, Hawk, nigga, that'd be hard, cuz. I'm like, whoa, 107 Hoover, nigga, different ain't it? I don't give a fuck, cuz we gonna take that shit for the niggas. And that was his thinking. Shit, I looked up, moved to start recruiting. And then the original UGs around the country and all them, they was like, yeah, and Igor and them like, hey, homie, shit, you ain't starting no 107 Hoovers right here. This is an underground hood. Move like, I can start whatever shit I want to start, cuz, you know what I mean? We all Crips and shit, move. And like, nigga, Hoover is way over there. How you gonna start some Hoover's over here and Hoover way over there? So, they argued about it. That was the first time I ever seen my homie. I was in the party. My first time I ever seen in my life, homie the Crip shoot at another Crip. And then we and had a meeting over the shit at Sportman Park. And Raymond Washington came, we all went 113. Melvin Hardy took y'all up like, and like, cuz, they just start a Crip set, whatever they want to start a Crip set. You know, move like he vowed, like, cuz, I'm gonna take that from the Denver Lane, cuz they're like, how you gonna start some 107 Hoover and that's Denver Lane hood? He vowed that they was gonna take that over from there.
So that's that history. This is that much needed history that OG Percy is without. I got a question, OG Percy, LA Ron, all that history that he gave y'all. And there's no disrespect to LA Ron, but did he tell you that? Right? You know, but that's important to understand because he did vow, Moo did vow to take 107th and Hoover from the Denver lanes. And of course, we knew that happened. We understand that 107 Hoover is a very strong powerhouse there in them hunters, there in that Westmont area. And of course, that even expanded further into the 11 Deuces, right? We understand all of that history. So you have to understand this history as a Crip, since it's Crippin'. L.A. Ron from L.A. as a L.A. Crip, and he's schooling the Fort Worth Crips on Crip history. Well, this is the Crip motherfucking history that you need to know and understand. The sets broke off. And Crips, once you was initiated, you had the right to go say, okay, I'm finna start a hood right here. Right. And if the rest of the Hoovers ain't have a problem, then he could expand Hoover across Century into the hundreds again, which he did, you know, and that, you know what I'm saying, is pretty much, you know, Vernon to Imperial, you know, with a, you know, a few little breaks and things like that. But, you know, that's how that powerhouse was established along that Figueroa corridor. We understand these things. So this is the history that you need to know. So this is what happened before it gets to Fort Worth. So these are the pre-established and pre-existing templates of this gang that are not negotiable or not changeable. Not that y'all niggas can't do it the way the fuck you want to do it. Not that you can't wear blue and motherfucking gold as you gonna talk about. That's fine, nigga. Right? Don't change the fact that the set is blue and orange. But if you want to wear blue and gold for your own purposes and you to represent your own section and whatever, that's fine. Nobody got a problem with that. But here's the reality. If a motherfucker not from Hoover, he got zero goddamn business speaking on Hoover business. The same way you shouldn't speak on 60 business, East Coast business, gangster business. It's just that simple. Everybody should mind the business of the house where the fuck they live at. Right? If all the Crips live on one street, they still all got their own houses. See how that work? This ain't the gangster disciples. It don't work. The structure is not the same. I hope that's super motherfucking clear. Let's keep going on with Percy.
Nigga that's been down here that put this crippin' in this. Them niggas speak on what that nigga can say down here, nigga. And you sit there and say, well, I'll make sure he don't know more. Who is you, nigga? You can't make sure no nigga don't never speak on nothing. This nigga to check you about a nigga that's well respected in Fort Worth, his LA run, nigga. This nigga came down here and you told him that nigga told you he better not never speak on Hoover business. Cuz we don't even rock like them LA niggas down there, cuz. Hoover and 60s ain't never 6-0s and Hoovers ain't never just had a war down here in Fort Worth, nigga.
See, but you hear this BS he talking about? Nobody said the Hoovers in the 60s got a beef. Nobody said that. We're just saying that L.A. Ron can't speak on Hoover business. Notice that. Nobody have a problem. Nobody told 607 he got to change his name because that's how they operate in St. Louis, where he come up and he got the 60 with the 107 combined, a click up between 60 neighborhood Crips and 107 Hoovers. Nobody's held that nigga that. You see what I'm saying? Nobody, right? So that's okay. Y'all niggas can politic how you want to politic. But like we've been saying since the beginning, the script is the script, and there's no going against the script. And the script is our business is not to be spoke upon by people from without, the same way we don't go and put our nose in other people's business. A painfully fucking simple concept. A painfully simple concept that your mama taught you when you was a kid. Mind your motherfucking business. Is that hard to comprehend? Nigga ain't say one negative thing about L.A. Ron. Not once. You offended for the nigga, and the nigga didn't even get down talked. Fuck is wrong with you?
For another nigga come down here and tell you that he can't speak on Hoover business, he's speaking on Fort Worth business. Nigga see that nigga know.
No, it's not Fort Worth business. We're not talking about city business. We're talking about gang business. And if you actually paid attention to the interview, Gumby made it clear there is no such thing as a Fort Worth Hoover, a Houston Hoover, a LA Hoover, or any of that. It's just Hoovers. Hoovers that happen to live in particular areas and cities. So that's the concept that all of us as members of this shit should be having. Right? The homies is the homies. It don't matter where they from. Ain't no big me's or little U's. And just to prove that, Gumby referred to the Shreveport homies that's older than him as his big homies. He acknowledged the Shreveport homies that's older than him as his big homies, just showing you, oh, he's respecting the rank and the time put in by the homies regardless of where they are in the country. We're not invalidating anybody's shit. We're not invalidating anybody just because of where they live. It's simple. Let's keep going.
Don't not to sit on side me because he be punking at y'all nigga with that lame. Because first thing of all, is you yelling at. First of all, nigga, watch your mouth, nigga. When you talking about a Fort Worth nigga down here, nigga, LA nigga. Understand me? Y'all always let the LA niggas run over y'all niggas. That's why I'm a murder worth nigga. I'm a straight up nigga, blue and gold till I'm cold, nigga. I'm murder worth nigga. Yeah, I don't let no LA nigga dictate go on down here in my yeah.
Nobody see. Okay, so let's get this straight. You don't let an LA nigga dictate what the fuck go on, but it's about again LA Ron, who's a LA nigga. Can somebody please let this nigga know how stupid he sound, please?
But bitch, I'm from the folk, nigga. I'm from Texas. Texas, nigga. TEXAX, the biggest state in this. Let no little old town, Cali just run this shit. Nigga came out here and told you LA Run can't speak on Hoover business, nigga. And he made you say, I'll make sure you don't know that. Well, you would, you nigga. Hold on. Swift for that, nigga. You tuck your tail. I ain't mad at Gumby, but Gumby, you know, I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him, nigga, cause you know, but I can't get mad at him, cause I'm not you, nigga. I'm not you, nigga. Nah, nigga. See, niggas talk to you, niggas, the way they know they can talk to you, nigga. See, you supposed to be a tough nigga. Kunta, what happened to all that hooping and hollering you be doing? What happened to your hooping? Y'all hear that? Either.